this very small cell, they used to pack back in the slavery days between 15 to 20 men in chains. So minimum 15, maximum 20. They were all in chains on their hands and necks. Back against the wall, they were allowed only one time a day to use the toilet outside. Also, they were feeding them only once a day. Now imagine if they went to the toilet during the day, and at night, if they had some needs, they were forced to be right on the floor while everybody was here. That's why the living conditions in this house used to be so unthinkable, so inconceivable that many diseases came out of it. Also, the death rate in this house used to be very high. But during slave trade, no slave was allowed to be sick. If some of them were sick, they used to just take them out of the cells, tighten them, and throw them to the ocean without any questions. Because their concern was, if they leave some sick slaves among the rest of the slaves, they might contaminate everybody, and they might end up losing everybody. Okay? So that's the reason why they did not take any chance with any sick slave. And that's the reason why also this island back in the slavery days used to be sadly called the island of the sharks. Because the sharks finally came and started swimming around the island due to the tremendous amount of people they used to throw, and those sharks used to just get it over. Okay? Question?
Shalom, Yasharala. I want to give infinite honors to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem and Kodash. I want to give double honors to our teachers, the apostles of Great Millstone, and salutation to you, sincere Akim, pushing this truth across the four winds. How about that clip out to expose our arch nemesis, the so-called white man, and the red Hebrew Edomite. All right. The Most High has commissioned this prophet to tell our people the truth of the scriptures and prophesy to the nations. All right, and the truth of the scriptures is the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, the so-called white man. All right, and he has the earth and grows darkness under in his spider web, feeding the earth lives, the peoples of the earth, the inhabitants of the earth lies, okay? And he is around here bearing himself as an angel of light, when in fact he's the devil the Bible speak of, all right? So the Most High said in the last days he would raise up pastors according to his own heart to rightly divide the scriptures, man. Tell people the truth of the scriptures, and the truth of the scriptures. The so-called white man, whose biblical nationality is the red Hebrew Edomite, has had the sons of Yasharala, you so-called Negroes, Native Americans, and Latin-speaking people of the earth, in captivity the last 500, 600 years, man. All right? And we're in the last days where the Most High is going to redeem his people, all right? Save his people out of the hand of their enemies that trouble them and have them in derision. But before he does that, he said he was going to expose the son of perdition. And that's what we're doing through the scriptures, man. That's what we're commissioned to do. Tell our people who their enemy is, all right? And the people you look at on the planet, who you deem so-called white people, who deem themselves white, nothing's white about them. The word white represents pure, untainted, all right? Nothing's pure and untainted by the so-called white man. He's abominable filth. Look at the laws he passed to govern himself. Nobody that's pure is going to say it's lawful to have sex with an animal, for a woman to kill an unborn fetus, all right, for two men to marry, all right? Someone's pure is not going to pass laws like that to govern the inhabitants of their realm, okay? All right? And according to the scriptures, in the last days, the Most High was going to show the nations who this devil was, all right? He would no longer be doing all this thing in secrecy. Everybody's going to know who the devil is. And this is 2 Thessalonians 2, verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that the man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, all right? And that man is not going to be one literal human being, all right? All right, when you understand the scriptures, when you see Israel in the scripture, Israel is not talking about our patriarch, Israel. It's talking about the nation of people that proceed from his loins, okay? All right? So you got to understand the scriptures when it say name, when it say men's name. When you see the scripture on Moab, it's not talking about Lot's son. It's talking about the nation of people that perceived out of Moab loins. The scripture deals with nationality, all right? And every nation has a patriarch, all right? So when it says the man of seal will be revealed, it's talking about the nation of people that proceeds out of the man's loins, all right? And that's talking about these Edomites, the Hebrew Edomites, the red Hebrew Edomites, all right? The son of perdition, and the scriptures say the son of perdition, he's going into judgment, all right? For what he's done, the sons of Yasharallah, the sons of Israel. But like in this clip, which I'm going to expound on, all these calamities and atrocities he's committed against the sons of Israel, he's going to go in a judgment for it. Perdition means judgment, all right? He's going to be judged for it, all right? He's going to be judged for all of these calamities on the earth, man. You reap what you sow, all right? Karma is a universal law put in the earth, man. All right, but when you read the book of Obadiah, it says the so-called white man's, the nation of Edom, their pride has deceived them. All right, they're the biggest hypocrites on the planet. I'm gonna give this analogy. When you look at 9/11, Pearl Harbor, all right, the few terrorist attacks like in '96 during the Olympics. When you look at these things where somebody commits crimes against the nation of America, all right, they want justice. When those slant-eyed gooks bombed Pearl Harbor, the people of this landmass, the proud Americans, screamed revenge in the streets. They wanted justice. All right? They wanted judgment to fall the person that shed their blood. When 9/11 happened, which was an inside job, but for edification's sake, we're going to go with the narrative that the so-called white man has sold to the earth, all right? Hypothetically speaking, because it's not the truth, all right? But they say the Arabs ran into the Twin Towers as a terrorist attack, okay? And when you looked around the nation, they was saying they was ready to go to war. All right, they used that pretext to go into Iraq, saying Iraq was help hiding the people that bombed the towers. Okay, but they wanted revenge. They wanted justice. Okay, the people that shed their blood, they wanted justice. All right, but when it comes to the calamities and atrocities they commit on other people, all right, they say forget about it. Don't worry about it. Our ancestors did that. All right, and that's not how the world works. That's not how the world turns. That's not how the world works. All right, that's not how the Most High created things to happen. All right, this nation hasn't been judged what they did to you so-called Negroes, the tribe of Judah during slavery until this day. They haven't been judged for what they did to Incas, the Mayans, the Aztecs. They haven't been judged for what they did Gad, the so-called Native Americans, the Seminole Indians. All right? They haven't been judged for when they came over here to the Western Hemisphere with the unspeakable things they did to the Taino Indians that inhabited the islands of the West Indies, man. All right? Where's the people's justice that blood they've shed the last 600, 700 years until this day? All right, we don't give a fuck about those other heathens, but even Japheth, so-called Hawaiians, so-called Aboriginals from Australia. All right, they went and slaughtered them and destroyed those people. All right, and conquered them. All right. Everywhere this devil go, death and hell follows. What about creation? All right. Since this devil has been ruling, animals have gone extinct. Since he's been ruling, animals have gone extinct. Okay. The rainforest. The scriptures say when this devil's taken down, the trees are going to rejoice. All right. The scriptures say that the Most High is going to kill him that killeth the earth, man. All right. And when you look at that clip, man, you see how they did us, man. You had that little small ass room. They used to jam us up in that room in little small places like sardines and have us pissing and shitting on ourselves, man. I mean, they treat animals in the zoo better than the way they was treating us, man. All right. When they had these fish farms and chicken farms that they raised, the GMO shit they sell in Walmart, they was treating those animals, all right, and fish better than they treated us during the time of slavery, man. All right, you got full-grown men in that little room, and you packing them in like sardines, and feeding them once a day and letting them go to the bathroom once a day, and they just in there like sardines, man. All right, in deplorable pissing and shitting, in deplorable conditions. All right, and they're not going to be judged from that, and that's the same way it was on the cargo slave ships, man. Barely could breathe, man. All right, the oxygen intake, you got so many people in there, it's not going to be much oxygen in the room. All right. And when has he been judged for these things? When has he reaped when he sows? What he sold for that. All right. And they love to say, well, it wasn't us, it was our ancestors. All right. All right. But if you're righteous and you're reaping the benefits, all right, and you're drawing from the commonwealth that your ancestors led from you, and they acquired that by spoiling the people, by destroying the people, all right, and making people work for free. If you were righteous, would you not give those people reparations? Would you not give those people the lands that you stole from them? Would you not try to make it right with them? All right, the book of Proverbs say, he that stealeth, if he get caught, he should have to return what he stole sevenfold. In fact, let me get it. I don't want a vain jangle. I know it's somewhere in Proverbs. All right. This is Proverbs 6:31. I'm going to start at verse 30. Men, do not despise a thief if he steals to satisfy his soul when he's hungry. The so-called white man, he's satisfied. He steals when he's full. He has the dew of heaven and the fatness of the earth right now. And he's still stealing until this day. All right. He's just a gluttonous. All right. He enlarges his appetite as hell. All right. He's never satisfied. All right. So that scripture don't even go for him right there. Verse 31. But if he be found, he shall restore sevenfold. All right. And that word seven is just a number of completion. All right. He shall give all the sustenance of his house. All right. And this is what's going to happen, man. First off, he's going to, all the blood he shed is going to fall upon his head. All right. That's righteous judgment. Let me get that. It's in Leviticus 24. All right. What is scripture? R4 Here we go. It's Leviticus 24, verse 19. If a man cause a blemish in his neighbor, and he have done, so shall it be done to him. You seen that scripture where they start calling that motherfucker Salaki on that clip. They start calling that motherfucking island Shark Island. All right, we're gonna feed them the sharks. We're gonna feed them the gators. All right. We're going to do them what they did us according to Revelation, the 18th chapter, the 6th verse. I'm going to get that scripture too. We're going to give to them double what they've done us. All right? We're going to take their women and separate them from their women, like it said on that clip, and have our way with their women. All right? Because this is what the scripture says. All right? If a man cause a blemish in his neighbor, as he has done, so shall it be done unto him. All right? The Most High say his word would never pass away, man. All right? This is the law. The scriptures say to heaven and earth pass away. He said the law would never pass away. All right? I'm going to get that. So this is the law we're reading. This is the law and the commandments of Yahweh Shem Shah. The law is not done away with. Because we are under grace, that doesn't mean you have a license to sin. Sin is transgression of the law. All right? We're not under the law. We're under grace. All right? Because there's no way we could keep the law whole 100% without going off, man. When we were in power, we couldn't keep that law, all right? In these earthen vessels. That's why the Most High renewed the covenant and given us a far better covenant, according to Jeremiah 31, first chapter, where it's going to be in our DNA, where you won't be able to sin, all right? We're going to be perfect, okay? But then guess what? We still going to be keeping those laws, all right? The law is beautiful and just, according to Romans the 7th chapter. So how is it done away with when the scripture says good and just? And the law says a breach for a breach, an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. As he have caused a blemish in a man, so shall it be done to him again. All right? So this devil has spoiled us. He's mind fucked our people, man. He's literally fucked our people, man. He's used us as lab rats and guinea pigs. All right? He has our people thrown into prison houses, man. All right? He has our people in deplorable conditions on reservations, the bodegas of America, the ghettos of America, all right? So as he's done to us, it's going to be done to him, all right? As he's reaped, he shall sow, all right? This is Revelation chapter 18, verse 6. And it says, reward her even as she rewarded you. All right, there we go. As Yahweh Shai reciting the law through the prophet John the Revelator, and double unto her, double unto her work. So what they did to us, we're gonna double that thing, man. We're gonna do a double to them, like on Shark Island, what we just read about. How they had us packed in little rooms, all right, in deplorable conditions, all right? We're gonna do it to them. And then hundreds of years later, their descendants walking. It said 200,000 tourists come through that island once every year. So every day in and day out, their descendants is coming to tour what their ancestors did, our people. Look at if that's not doesn't add injury to insult, okay? But they're those same people though, because it got reincarnation. All right, they the same people that did it. All right, they're coming back in their lots doing what they did before. All right. In the cup which he had filled, fill into her double. All right. For she have glorified herself and lived deliciously. Right. The so-called white man, I mean, Isaac prophesied he had a dew of heaven, the fatness of the earth. All right. And by the sword he is living. And he's living deliciously by spoiling people through the sword, going in people's lands, robbing them of their natural resources, making slaves out of the peoples of the earth, all right? And he's living deliciously, all right? He's living in luxury, all right? So much torment and sorrow give her. Most I give to her what she's given to everybody else on the planet. Do it to her double. For she said in her heart, I sit a queen and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. And that's the pride. That's the pride that has deceived them. They don't think they're going to be judged for what they did, for all these calamities they committed on the apple of the Most High's eye. When you look at ancient Rome and ancient Greece, the people of those times during history, they never thought those kingdoms would fall, but they fell. Even the Egyptians never thought nobody would take them down, but they were taken down by the Babylonians. The Babylonians didn't think nobody would take them down, but they were taken down by the Persians. All right? And the so-called white man in America, they have all their nuclear arsenal. In Russia, they have their nuclear arsenal. They don't think nobody could topple them and take them down, but our great king is going to break the clouds and hit this atmosphere, and he's going to take them down. All right? Extra power with out of this world celestial power. All right, intergalactic power. You're not gonna meet him as a man. All right, and he's gonna bind their kings with chains and fetters and lead them into captivity like they did us. All right, that's the faith and the patience of the saints, man. This is revelation, all right? These basic scriptures, man, that you're going to bring out, man, when you're exposing this devil, reading him his judgment, man. This is Revelation 13 and 10. I'm going to start at verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear, all right? If you have understanding, listen up. He that leaveth into captivity shall go into captivity. And he that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. All right. See, that's a righteous thing. The patience of the saints is to do what those have done to us and return it on their head and do it to them. Okay. That's the faith and the patience of the saints. Those are men that are in their right mind, man. Men who know who their enemy is, and they want to see the fall of their enemy, man. All right. This is Psalms 149, I'm going to start at verse 5. And it reads, let the saints be joyful in glory. Now, let's see what's going to make the saints feel joyful. All right? We aspire to be the saints of Yahweh Shem Shai. All right? Let them sing aloud upon their beds. We want to sing. It's hard to sing when you're in captivity and you got a homosexual / pedophile ruling over you, man. It's hard to sing upon your beds when you're in a position of servitude, when you under somebody you know that's weaker than you. Let the high praises of Yahweh be in their mouth and a two-edged sword in their mouth. All right? To execute visions upon the heathen and punishment upon the peoples. All right? That's what the saints want to do. They want to execute vengeance, want to get revenge, recompense against their enemies. To bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron. And you want to start at the top. The elite bankers. All right, the Illuminati. Those that rule the earth. That control the money system. All right, those that never know what a hard day's work is. The ones that never got a splinter in their hand. All right, the Rothschilds, the Gettys, the DuPonts, the Oppenheimers, so on and so forth. All right, those few families, that 1% elite families that run the earth. All right, we're going to lead their asses in slavery first and do them what they did to us first and foremost. To execute upon them the judgment written. All right, and it's written. All of these words are going to come to pass, man. The Most High looks over his word to perform it. It's written. It's etched in stone, man. That's a law. All right? The Most High's word would never come back void. This honor have all his saints. Pray ye Yahweh Shema Shah. And it's going to be an honor to do these things to him. All right? It's going to be an honor to do with them what they did us. All right? This is Psalms 137. All right? Remember, O Yahweh, the children of Edom. All right? The children of Edom, so-called white man, the red Hebrew Edomite. All right? The ones that, in that clip, where they had us in these, took it to these certain places. They had other places like that on the coast, on the western coast of West Africa. All right? Where they would round us up. All right? You had a port called Judah, port of Judah, where they had Benjamin and Levi separated in the west coast of Africa. That was just another port where we just saw. I didn't know nothing about that port on the eastern coast of Africa. All right, over there by Senegal. All right, I thought that was Senegal. I don't want to vain jangle. All right, so I don't want to vain jangle, but when I looked at the clip, it looked like it was on the eastern coast of Africa. But that was a port. That's what they used to do. They'll bring us in those ports. And then they took good records. We had names. When they were processors, we had Hebrew names, man. They took good documents, man. All right? And for them to understand our languages and shit, you had to have Uncle Tom's helping them process us, man. All right? But the scripture says, remember the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem. All right? Jerusalem is a people before it's a place. Who said, race it, even to the foundation thereof. O daughter Babylon, we're in modern day Babylon today, all right? Here in America. Who ought to be destroyed. Happy shall he be that rewarded thee as thou hast rewarded us. And look, look how they rewarded our people, man. They shoot our people down in cold blood. They lock our people. I just seen that clip about those guys that they in New York that they locked up for no reason. All right? Those guys probably went to jail and got raped and got tortured, beat up for something, and they were innocent. Now, we know it's bigger than that, us men of the Lord. If the Most High let that happen, you know what I'm saying? All right? It was all set up through the Spirit, but, in this natural world, yeah, these guys was in there and they hadn't committed any crime. All right, and this white woman and the system let these things happen, and that's just one isolated case. Man, you have millions of cases like that in this place. They have to pay for that. They got to reap what they sow. 41 million, man, that ain't shit. That's not shit. All right, we want blood. We want y'all bodies, man. That's true justice. We want an eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth, man. All right? The scripture says, O daughter Babylon, who ought to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewarded thee as thou have served us. Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against a stone. All right? We used to use our children as alligator bait over here in America, so you could get the alligators and make alligator boots and so on and so forth, alligator hats and shit. And you use our children as alligator bait. All right, so a just thing would be if we get your little children, your little babies, and bash their heads against the stones, man. and feed them to our lions, tigers, and bears, man. In the kingdom of heaven, man, we're going to have lions in our palaces. All right? And their diet is going to consist of Edomite children, man. And elderly Edomites. The ones in between going to work their fingers to the bone and build up the kingdom of heaven, man. And this is the faith and the patience of the saints of Yahweh B'Shem Shah by Hashem Rakakadash. You devils have a lot to answer to. All right? Because you rock out in this spirit right here. This is the book of Zechariah. All right, the 5th chapter, probably the 8th verse. All right. Zechariah 5 and 11. That's not it. That scripture say it possesses slay them. Must be 11. Salakia. All right, this is Zechariah 11 and 5. Start at verse 4. Thus saith Yahweh my power, feed the flock of the slaughter, whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. You devils slay us and hold yourselves not guilty. You put it on your ancestors, but we got a precept that counterattacks that fucking fallacy. That y'all not going to get judged and you put it on your ancestors. All right, then you got to rewrite the wrongs of your ancestors if you're righteous. All right, give us our just due if you're righteous. All right, give us our kingdom back. All right, where you got us from. Pay us all the Aztec gold you stole from us. All right, the Inca gold you stole from us. Give us everything you've taken from us. Restore it to us sevenfold. All right, rewrite the wrongs of your ancestors. They're not going to do that. They'll die first before they do that. So you're guilty just like your ancestors. All right? And they that sell them say, blessed be the Most High, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not. Our own shepherd is the one that commissioned these things because we transgress his word. Our Heavenly Father. All right? But you people went overboard, all right? In fact, let me get that. I'm already over here. You people went overboard, all right? That's not the one I want. I want the forward the affliction. Then I'm gonna go back to that one. This is Zechariah 1 and 15. And I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease. For I was but a little displeased, and they helped forward the affliction. All right? Y'all went over. The Most High, you raised y'all up to be a whipping stick to us. When you read Jeremiah, the 24th chapter, it say that the Most High put us in the land of the Chaldeans for our good. So he put us in slavery for our good. But y'all forward the affliction. Y'all went overboard. All right? And the Most High say he's displeased with the heathen. All right? And he's going to give us retribution. All right? Let me go back over here to verse 12. And this is Zechariah 12 and 7. The Yahweh have also saved the tents of Judah first, the glory of the house of David, and the glory of the inhabitants of Jerusalem. Do not magnify themselves against Judah. All right? In that day shall the Lord defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem. You so-called Negroes, Native Americans, and Latin-speaking people of the earth. You are Jerusalem, okay? And he that is feeble among them shall be as David, all right? David was a mighty man, man. He slew Goliath. He slew bears. He slew tigers, all right? He was a great, strong man, man. He could build a bow of steel, man. He could jump over a wall, all right? He killed thousands and thousands of men. He was a great warrior. And the house of David shall be as the Most High, as the angel of the Lord before him. And it shall come to pass in that day, and the days, in the last days, All right, when our great king come back to the planet, King David coming back too, that I will seek to destroy all the nations that came against Jerusalem. And that's preferably the so-called white man, the red Hebrew Edomites, man. The Most High is going to destroy them for what they've done to our people, man, and what they're doing to our people to this day. The laws, the legislation, the unrighteous degrees they have passed to govern the planet, to dumb down the peoples and destroy the earth. All right? These prophecies are going to come to pass. They're coming to pass. They're speaking right now. So with that, Lord willing, to sit down was edifying to the hearers. I want to give infinite honors to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakakadash. I want to give double honors to our teachers, the apostles of Great Millstone, and salutation to you, sincere I can push this truth across the four winds. Kwame Asherah.